Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm MASTURAH binti Abu Bakar and my matrix number is BTAL 19056166 and this is my partner.
Assalamualaikum. My name is AMIRRA binti SALLEH, matric number 055166.
The system we are presenting is AM Cinema Ticket Booking System. About the system, the main purpose of the online ticket booking and purchasing system is to provide a convenient way for customers to buy cinema tickets. This means that we are not using a manual ticket. Every ticket sold is by the system itself. The employee involved in the system is divided into two subclasses, which is cashier and crew. The cashier is the one that will cater to customer while purchasing tickets. Then, customers that visit the cinema and are going to buy tickets, there will be specified with details. They will be given tickets with a list of important information. Next, the system will also have information about movies. We will display movie details that the customer might need to know. Next, I'm going to talk about enhanced entity relationship diagram. As we can see from the diagram, there's 5 entities in total, which is employee, movies, tickets, customers, and also cinema_hall. For the employee entity, the subclasses are cashier and crew, and the primary key is M_ID. For movies, those are the attributes as I mentioned earlier as details, and the primary key is move_ID. For cinema_hall entity, those are the details that are needed for the system, and the primary key is hall_ID. Then it also have foreign keys such as move_ID and M_ID. Now let's talk about cardinalities. Employee reserve movies with the relationship cardinality of many to many. It means any movies can be reserved by any number of employee. Then, for employee and cinema hall, relationship cardinality is also many to many. This can mean that any employee can reserve any hall at a time. Next, movies is played at hall with the cardinality of many to many, meaning any movies will be playing at any hall at any time. That's all from me. For the next, I will pass the presentation to my partner. Thank you.
Thank you, MASTURAH. I would like to talk about the customers entity. It is connected to the movies entity by cardinality many to many. The customers entity has cust_ID as the primary key, and it is also connected to tickets entity by cardinality many to many. In the tickets entity, it has ticket number as the primary key. And for the foreign keys, they have hall ID, customer ID, employee ID, and movie ID. The ticket entity is also connected to the movies entity by cardinality one to many. Next, I will go ahead and explain the relationship scheme based on the enhanced entity relationship diagram. First, we have the employee entity, which consists of employee ID, employee name, and employee cashier number as the attributes. The primary key for this entity is employee ID. Next, we have the cinema hall. For the cinema hall, the primary key is hall ID, and the foreign keys are movie ID and employee ID. The rest are seat numbers, dates, and time of the movie. Next, we have movies. The primary key for movies is the movie ID, And the rest are movie titles, movie director name, the duration of the movie, the genre of the movie, the release date of the movie, and the rating of the movie. And then we have the ticket entity. The primary key for this entity is the ticket number, which is tick_no, and the foreign keys are employee ID, customer ID, hall ID, and movie ID. And then we also have the attributes of seats, price, customer name, date, time, and movie title. Last but not least, we have the customer entity, which has the primary key of customer ID. And then we have the customer's contact number, age, and name. That brings us to the end of the presentation. Thank you so much for your attention. Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera.